Okay, so I think it's July 19th, 2024. I spent 3 days downstairs, people. You'd be proud of me. Anyway, mother's work is never done. I gotta go start doing some fence repairs here in the next couple of days. Let's just put it that way. And I gotta put shit away, right? That's been flushed out of the basement. And I gotta do laundry. Yeah. Oh, just a whole bunch of stuff I have to do. So in the meantime, I'm just taking a break because I'm hungry. And I have this humongous headache. Well, it's not humongous. It's building. Because yesterday, I don't know, I whacked my nose. Where did I whack it? Right here. Right on the bridge of the nose. Whoop! I don't remember what I whacked it on. But is it bruised? I'm serious. So anyway, I got a headache today. Now, my eyesight got worse. I'm warning you now. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know if it's the heat, the dry air, the stress. I just don't know. I would like him to change my cataract lens and put in a different lens just to see if it is better. Because I kind of feel like the lens is inferior. But besides that point. Okay, so the reason I turned on the computer, Andre, I'm talking. I have to, you know, we're gonna talk about old canning food. Now, Andre had this by the stove. He made me a coffee, and he actually kind of heated up the jar. So I'm gonna open this one first. Now, I just brought this. Andre, can you turn down the volume on that so I can just say what I gotta say? Right? Now my ear's ringing. Whoa, it's a big one too. Oh, stop ringing. Anyway, you can see it better than me. Everything looking gray, blending together. Like, I don't know. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to see people, honest to God. But in the meantime, it kind of heated up because he had it too close to the burner. It didn't get real hot, but right now it's still canned. You can hear it. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up. When was it, first of all? 2014. This is when Uncle John was home. Okay, I canned this one in 2014. And I did it at 100 minutes. And then I brought up another one. Where is it? Right here. Because, you know, we were just downstairs in my little cubby. Now, these jars should have been sitting underneath a sockeye salmon cans, and those kind of cans, but it wasn't. So I don't know. Anyway, it says pink salmon. This one was even older, 2013. Okay, that was done in July, so that's what, 11 years ago, right? Because we're in 24. Yeah. So this is 11 years old, but I'm not going to open up this one today. Okay, we're going to leave that one for now. What we're going to do is we're going to go into the one that's 10 years old. August 14. Alright. And we're going to open up that one. Oh yes, and we're going to also open up these beans. Okay. From 2015. August. Okay? So these are 9 years old. And we're going to see if they're okay. And then we're going to open up one of these chicken fats that I canned in the pressure canner for 75 minutes. Now this one may have popped just recently. You can kind of hear it. Maybe not. So definitely we're going to open up this one, and we'll choose this one. So we're going to open up 3 jars. That's the whole point of this video. Okay? And what we're going to do is after we open up this, we're going to put it in this little frying pan. Juice and all. Okay? Let's do that right now. Okay. These don't really work, people. They're just dollar store glasses, like, you know. Anyway, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it into that little pan, and we're gonna put it on the back burner, the small burner, right? And we're gonna bring it up to a boil. And once it starts boiling, right? Put the lid on it, turn it down to keep it going like that, right? And we're gonna let it sit like that. Let's listen. Here, let's bring the camera. This should be interesting. Right. Where is it? There it is, right there. I'm gonna whiff it. Get a whiff. Right. I'm gonna try and use this. We're coming into hard times. So if you can salvage your lids and recan with them, you might want to consider doing that if they become scarce in the event of a war economy, right? And of course this is not working. I had a little something like this, but you don't want to use, where's my finger? There it is. You don't want to compromise, right? So I don't think this one will work. Now, and I don't have a butter knife here. See this one here again. I'm not going to worry about it right now, okay? Let's see if we can hear it. You ready? There, did you hear it? Alright, so it was sealed. Okay? Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at the... Just hold on a minute. Andre, I am doing a video. Did you hear me? Andre!
Can you hold on?
I'm doing a video!
Wait a second for me to get the remote.
Andre's been playing too much Nintendo, and it's such a big problem for me to ask him to do things. It doesn't matter what it is, he gives me fucking attitude, and I'm getting kind of mad with it. Alright, so now that I got that off my chest, so now we're going to look at the lid. Alright, again, you can see better than me. Now, I see a discoloration there to some degree or another. It's either... I don't see it very well. It's either eaten through the lid and it's starting to rust, but if you noticed, it popped pretty good, right? Like it really, the seal was really strong. Okay? And if I rub it, do you see what's happening here, people? See, this is why I'm showing you, so that, you know, because people, they don't, oh, that's so old, it's no good, right? No. Don't kid yourself. Okay, there's that little poke that I just made with that, I can feel it. So this lid is not good to recan with, because I compromised the lid with this thing, okay? Because I can feel it. But other than that, do you see how nice and clean that is? Okay? And guess what it smells like? It smells like canned salmon. Serious. It smells like canned salmon, as if you were to buy it in a can. The exact same smell, I'm telling you. It smells so good. Now, the difference between a canned salmon, which I don't have any handy here, in a can, you can eat it right out of the can. Now, lots of people would eat right out of the jar, like this, okay? My uncles and aunts, everybody used to do it. I used to do it. But I tend to go towards, you know, going that little extra mile. And this is why I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare this for tomorrow. I'm not eating this tonight, but I'm going to make sure that whatever I do with it tomorrow, it's been heated up, brought to that boil, put the lid on. If you need to, you can add a bit of water. So we're going to take this now, right? I don't want to splash it. Okay, we're going to put it in there. Oh, it's looking really good. Looking really good, people. I'm going to take the little bits and pieces of everything. That smells really good. Okay. And we're going to get a little bit of water. Okay, I'll do that right now. Just add a little extra water in it. I washed my hands because I was touching it, right? I highly doubt it has any botulism in it, but it is recommended that you heat it up, get it to that boil for at least 10 minutes, right? You know, it doesn't have, not like that, just, right? And then if there is any reason why could be a botulism in there, you've killed it. All right, so we're just going to add in a little bit of water. Because we are going to cook it for 10 minutes. Okay. I'm going to just, oh man, I'm going to show you what it looks like. It came out of the jar real nice. Look at that. Smells really, really good. I canned this when Uncle John was here. I'm going to just break it up a little bit. Okay, I think this lid will go right nicely. So it has a bit of water. Again, you can see better than me. Maybe a bit more water. Not too much though, because I'm going to be putting a lid on it. There. And it's going to evaporate a little bit. Okay? So I'm going to put it on. Oh, that had water right there. I'm going to put it on this burner. Look at that. Only in my dreams do I get to use it. And now we're going to put it on here. And we're going to get it started. I got to make sure I turn on the right freaking burner here. Okay. We're going to get it started on 7. And once I see it boiling, then I'll probably turn it down a little bit. If I need to, I'll add a bit of water. And then I'm going to just keep it on that, right? With the lid on for 10 minutes. I'm going to let it cool. And I'm going to let it cool. Right? It smells like fish. I'm going to let it cool. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge with the liquid, which more than likely will gel over the course of the night, right? Because it's got, you know, the gelatin from the bone and everything, right? And then tomorrow, because it's already been, I guess you could say, pre-cooked, right? Right? I don't have to worry about it. And I can eat it cold in salad. I can make a sandwich with it. I kind of want to make, honestly, I kind of want to make potato, like mashed potato with some onion and it's so annoying, that freaking Nintendo, man. And fish, and make like a potato fish burger, right? That's what I have in mind, right? With maybe a little sour cream on the side or something, or cottage cheese. That's just what I want. So that's right. So that's what we're going to probably do with that tomorrow. Now, I'm making dinner because I'm hungry. So with that said, no, this pot's not good. We're going to open up another jar. The beans. Okay? And we're going to do the same thing. Alright? And because I don't have a knife handy, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm just going to use this. Now, when were these done? 2015. August of 2015 from my yard, people. Okay? Sounds fine. I'm going to open it up. So these are 9 years old in a jar. Just been kicking around. Yeah, I heard it. Sounded good. Just stuck on. I'm going to pull it off. And if you see, it's looking pretty clean, except for maybe a little here. But if you notice, it's rubbing off. It's rubbing off. So this is nice and clean. And there's the little poke mark from that bottle opener. So this would only be good for a jar that's, you know, just kind of kicking around. Other than that, it's very nice and clean. Okay? Just like that. So that's 9 years old, right? And the fish was what? 11 years old? Something like that? Now, oh my God, they smell like canned beans. Oh, they smell so good. Andre and I, we really like these with fresh garlic inside. Ooh, that's so good. So we're going to put these in here. Now, again, bring it to a boil. Cook it for the 10 minutes, okay? With or without garlic or whatever other seasonings you want. Okay?
What are you making?
I'm making dinner. Okay? I'm kind of mad at you though. You're
Why?
being obnoxious because I'm asking you to do things and you're just being rude.
Yeah,
and I have the
because-
camera on.
Because I said it takes me a second for me to get the remote because of the remote I didn't have it.
Okay, so I added extra water in here.
What about the
Can
steak?
you look here to see? I think there's garlic in a little
What about
container.
steak?
Can you help me find it? Because I really want fresh garlic.
What about the steak?
I'm going to cook that, yeah. But I'm going to cook that in chicken fat. We're doing it. I'm doing a little
Cooking
home.
tutorial?
No, well, though I'm using the home canned goods.
I don't know where you put garlic.
It would be in here, in a container, right here. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got fresh garlic for the beans.
Fish.
That's for tomorrow. That's my home can from 2000 and, what was it, 13 or something like that? 14?
You still want to make macaroni?
No, because I've got
With
potatoes
mine.
here. I
Okay.
have potatoes here.
Okay, well, I was just going to use my pot. The one I use for macaroni.
You don't need macaroni. Okay. So now okay, so now this is boiling from what I can see. Now after you do that, you know, I'm going to go wash my hands. The chances of it having botulism is low. But there's a chance because it's a low acid food. So if I touched it, it could be on my finger. So don't do that, okay? Go wash your hands. So I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back. I got a headache, people. I'm just saying. Right? I don't know how much time, honestly, I don't know how much time I'm going to be able to show you these things. And I'm trying to have a good attitude about it, okay? I'm trying to be a little perky here, okay? Because it's not funny losing your eyesight. And if I don't show this to you now and have it somewhere in my videos where you come across it and see it for yourself, most people wouldn't know. They would just assume that the food is no good. And I'm trying to show you that it is not. And this is why I'm doing it, because I can still see at this point. Okay, oh yeah. So we got this guy here starting to boil. Yeah, it's starting to boil. So we're not taking off the lid, so we're going to turn it down now to just like maybe 4, right? Because it's already doing If you want to shake it up a little bit, you can do that. But, you know, it's gonna, and because it's a cast iron with enamel on it, right? You know, right? It's gonna be hot in there, right? So we only need 10 minutes, okay? It only takes 3 minutes if there's botulism to kill it. But it has to come to that just to that temperature, right? That's why they say 10 minutes. Because it gives it enough time to build and build and build and build and build and build and build, right? But you just don't want to do this, though, because then everything just kind of falls apart. This is going to be so good tomorrow. Oh, you don't even know. It smells good. All right. So now, after that's cooked, that's when we'll do the beans, right? But for now, I'm going to put this in the oven. All this shit's piling up all over the place. Now we're going to get, because I have to, I got some meat here, right? It came from the freezer, so. This is a good time. I'm going to use this cast iron frying pan. Oh yeah, it's smelling like salmon, man. You can really smell it. Okay? So I can hear it boiling, but I can't see it, people. I don't know. I can kind of see it a little bit. Don't open it. You can shake it so it doesn't burn. But don't open it, right? Don't release the heat out, okay? Okay? And I got it on 4 now. Alright. So now we're going to use what is it? Turkey. Turkey lard from August of 2023. So this is 1 year old. I did it in the pressure canner, right? Because otherwise I would have had to put it in the freezer. It's not a fat that you can technically leave out like pork fat, right? Okay. Apparently you can even can beef fat, tallow. So I got a whole bunch of tallow in the freezer. So if and when I ever get to doing tallow again, beef fat, rendering it, I would, this time, second around, only in my mind, only in my dreams, right? I'd like to can it, but I'd have to do it for 75 minutes because it's animal fat, right? Technically. But with pork, you don't do that. You can just bring it to almost to a boil, fill up your clean jars, put your clean lid on, screw on your band, turn it upside down, leave it like that for 15 minutes, flip it over, and it seals itself and you're good to go. Okay. So now we're going to do this one. Now I'm a little suspicious about this one in terms of it's really hot upstairs, it may have popped. But not necessarily so, because not every can sounds the same because you're going to have different head spaces, right? You can hear that one slightly different, right? Where this one maybe not so much. Well, either or. Okay? I would be using a to pop them out from underneath, but I'm just doing this fast. So maybe I'll bring the camera back here. And what we're going to do is we're going to give it a shot. Where am I? Okay. Now I had these in my bedroom, which was a little colder. I should have put my timer on. Okay, so maybe 8:47. I'll turn off the burner. And then I'm going to let it cool. And then once that's cool, I'm going to put that in a bowl, cover it up, put it in the fridge. And that's what I'm going to do something with tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to open up this jar. It doesn't react like a lard. Do you see that? It reacts more like an oil with the lardy part on the bottom. Okay? But it was rendered. See, that one hardly popped. Hardly. I'm suspicious about this one. Now, on one hand, honestly, I'm not too worried about it because these have only been out here for a little while. Where you'd notice it if it was rancid is when you heat it up. You know, you could taste it, right? But I don't think it's rancid because it doesn't smell rancid. It smells like turkey fat, right? So I'm going to use it anyway because I want to. And then if it, you know, if I felt that it had popped a year ago, then maybe not so much, right? But these things have only been out here for a week or two. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it popped, right? But it did. It wasn't as, you know, this one sounds a little better, right? And there's another one kicking around here, but I don't know where it is. So, I've never done this before, and being that we've got two different kinds of fats here, right? It's kind of hard for me to do this. Being that we got two different kinds of fats here, I guess I'm going to use a spoon to try and grab a little bit of each, I suppose, without spilling it. Right. Grab a little bit from the bottom. I suppose I could have maybe shook it up before I did this, but whatever. Yeah. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Now I'm just going to take some of this oil and just add a little more. And maybe we'll leave the other half of this for potatoes with the salmon tomorrow to make burgers. Potato burgers with salmon. Right? 11-year-old canned salmon, home canned salmon. So we can put that lid back on. This is the one, right? Yeah. Okay? I'm going to put that back on. Yeah. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge. Huh? Where am I? There I am. More than a wandering eye these days. And I'll put that in the fridge, and I'm going to use that tomorrow for the salmon burgers. Okay? You can see what's going on there. It doesn't smell bad. That's more than enough to fry little 2 pieces of meat. And because you're frying it and bringing it up to high heat, right? You don't have to worry. Honestly. If you're really that concerned, you can, before you put your meat in it, you can start to bring it up, right? Get it to a point where it's not smoking, but it's getting hot, so that when you throw your meat in there, it kind of starts to sizzle, right? And I mean, I suppose you could take a taste, but I wouldn't. I honestly, you know, like, So this one goes in the fridge, and I'm going to use that tomorrow. Actually, I could probably fry 2 more things with this. This is the one I just opened. This is the one that's not opened. Alright. So you get 2 or 3 fries out of it, depending on what you're frying. And you might want to do this the next time you use it. Do you see what happened? You incorporated the different fats into it. Okay. So I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to cut some... see, touching, so be careful, right? I'm going to cut some garlic, get the potatoes going, get the meat, and then clean up in here, wipe things down, and then when I'm ready to turn on the frying pan to fry the meat. Okay, so this is done now. So we'll turn this off. Take it off the burner. Now that it's done, take it off the burner. I'm going to put it right there. And because that's a little cast iron thing with a lid, it's going to take quite a while to cool down, but for now it can just stay there. Don't take off the lid yet. Just let it sit for a little while, right? And we know what I'm going to do with that. So I'll be back. You see, I kind of have to do these videos, people, too, right? Because, one, I've been a prepper, and I've done the research, and you know, I've been a mom for 40 years, because my oldest son is going on 40 now, right? And, you know, that's a long time, right? And I've dealt with food for years and years and years. And anyway, because, you know, the young people, they didn't grow up with it, like, you know, like on a farm, like the Hutterites or the Mormons or the, you know, those kind of people, the Amish people, like, you know, like that's how they just go about their daily lives, right? You wouldn't know. You just assume, because all it takes is one naysayer. So all it takes is one naysayer. Oh, that's no good. It's 20 years old. It's 15 years old. Throw it out. That's grandma's science experiment. You know, and the chances are they're throwing out perfectly good food. You know, because they snubbing their noses up at it, right? Because, you know, just whatever, right? Like, my son is a little more copacetic with it in terms of he realizes that food can last longer than we're led to believe. But his, you know, wife, can't call her girlfriend no more, right? You know, she's like, ew, like Tisha, ew, right? It's not about ooh, because there might come a time when that ooh is like the only thing that fills your stomach. And really, this food is not bad. It's good food. Like, it's very tasty, right? You know? So I'm going to put a handful of garlic, old garlic at that. It's been kicking around forever. Into these beans. Before I cook them. Right? So I'm just going to cut them up. And then, I guess I need a little bit for the steak or something, because I got steak here or something. I don't know. Andre took something out of the freezer. So that's okay. Probably old steak too. Oh, it should be written on the package how old it is. What is it with this woman with old food? Well, I'll tell you, I'm greasing tonight. Trust me. I'm looking forward to this meal. Oh, it's going to be so good. And it's going to put me to sleep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because, you know, tomorrow Andre's going to Kyrie's birthday party. So I'm stuck in the living room with Amari. So that means I get to clean the living room. I need to get up on my sewing table and clear off my sewing table because that boy is reaching and pulling everything off. Okay, so we got that. And then after that, the next day after that, I don't got very much garlic left. So I'm going to save those maybe for the salmon burgers tomorrow. What do you call it? To get out in the yard. Not to mention put things away. Oh. As I struggle to see. Okay, so I guess, but yeah, no, I kind of have to do this because I want my kids to be able to go into my videos and, like, I should I should put the dates of the jars that I opened in the title. Opened beans 2014 or whatever, 15. And yum yum, you know, people be like 2015 is 24. No, that's just crazy lady shit. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's so good. Like, you don't even know. Right? I'm showing you what to look for when you look underneath the lids, right? If I would have opened those beans, and there would have been a little black underneath the lid, and I rubbed it with my finger and it just kind of moved around, all that would have been, people would have been oxidization of the food that went to the top of the lid, right? As long as the lid itself isn't compromised, like with rust, because of the rust eating through the lid and then air, whatever, right? But, you know, even, you know, you get a little black speck up on top, and you're like, ooh, that's mold. No. Not necessarily so. You have to move it, right? And if there's nothing underneath it and the stuff moves around, you're fine. That's just oxidization. But you still have to cook it, right? Like, for the 10 minutes, right? Okay, so let's get this meat. See, I've got shit piling up all over the place. Oh, joy. Oh, joy. My grandson came in with some more stuff here. Okay, so what do we got? I don't know what he brought out. Looks like you brought out something else in here. What is this? Chicken breast. Where did that come from?
I don't know. It was just in a bucket.
What bucket?
A bucket.
Huh?
A bucket. Right next to a bucket.
This chicken breast.
Yeah.
From where?
I don't know.
No, seriously, like, how old is it? Where did it come from? This is something from the fridge. This is from the freezer from HelloFresh.
Oh, that? Oh, yeah, I brought that out.
When you took out the meat?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just frying everything in one freaking frying pan, man.
I got fried chicken now.
Okay, so this is something I did a long time ago. What is it? 2020. I don't know if that's 20 or 24. Could be 24. May. You brought out something that I did in May. You need to go for the older meat. Whatever. That's fine. Okay, so either or. It's already unthawed. So now that that's cooled down a bit, so what we're going to do, we're going to taste test right now. I guess we'll use this bowl before I open the meat. I sure miss my eyesight, people. You don't even know. You don't even know. Yeah. Okay, those aren't done yet. Okay, so now we're going to open up this lid. Oh, man. That salmon smells good. Good. Yeah. Now we're just going to put it in here. I bet you tomorrow that juice will be gelatized. Ah, it's going to be so good. And when hard times come, it becomes comfort food. Okay. It does. Now you don't have to break it up, right? Because now after you put it, okay, we don't want to heat this turkey fat up too fast. It's already kind of cooking. I can see it. somewhat, maybe smoking. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna take it off the burner for now. Turn down the burner. I had it too high because I got distracted with this. All right. Now, after you put it in the fridge, is it still recording? Yeah. After you put it in the fridge and let it sit, that juice will turn into jelly. I can almost guarantee it. And the pieces will more than likely kind of right? They're gonna, as heat expands, cold extracts, right? So in the morning, I should be able to pick off chunks of that. I'm just saying. If you wanted a chunk versus flakes. So, why don't we taste it? I have no silverware in here, except for this. So we already pre-cooked it. We're going to taste it right now, and it does smell really good. You just can't imagine. Oh my God, that is so good. No regrets, people. No, never have regrets. Oh man, that is great. That is freaking great. I like that. That is so good. Why did it take me all these years before I opened up a can? Why? I got them all over the place. Well, I used to. It's hard to say what's left. Seriously, man. You've seen what happened downstairs there. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of shit missing down there, people. Either or, if I want, I can go buy more and can it. So I'm just going to keep it simple for myself. I put the seasoning salt right into the turkey fat. Now I'm just going to throw these as is. But yeah, I didn't grind up these ones. Oh, sure. What do? I get beef blood on me. It's flying in my face. Okay. I'm just going to pour that blood in there too. Why not? We're just going to cook it up anyway. Okay, gotta go wash my hands. Oh man, that fish is good. I'm on the hunt for those jars now, but my shit's going missing down there, people. Like, don't want to think about it. I don't want to get mad, because that was so good. Like, so fucking good. You don't even know. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my beans now. It would be nice if I had some silverware here. Okay, I seem to be missing a whole lot of freaking silverware.
Yeah,
I
well,
bet you there's a whole bunch of dirty dishes in that living room.
You also take all the knives basically outside.
What?
You take basically all the knives outside.
What?
You took basically all the knives outside.
I'm talking about forks and spoons and all that, Andre.
I'm probably talking about the like big knives or something like that.
Now, okay, so now we're gonna use we're gonna see how far this turkey fat goes with this beef. Okay? And I'm just using plain old seasoning salt. Highs. I like that. That's good enough for me. Right? I suppose I could put some Worcestershire sauce in there. I might do that. I kind of wanted to make some gravy. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use this potato water for that. That's what I wanted. It was kind of semi-mashed potato with, oh man, that salmon was so good. I still have a little bit in my mouth. So I'm going to turn off that and I'm going to use the potato water to make a bit of a gravy. I need these jars because I want to can blackberries, right? Whole blackberries for blackberry pie in the future. But yeah, no, I got to do these videos. I got to get into my old food preps and start bringing them up. And it doesn't matter what they are, right? And show people that, you know, you don't need to be afraid, right? And as a matter of fact, you'd be very pleasantly surprised. And you might want to go back and look for some more, right? Like, you know, like, seriously, man, like, I'm so angry with, like, I don't know what's missing out of that cupboard. I just know that a whole fucking shelf was taken out. And those tomatoes were put in there. So what was taken? Like, I could probably go into my old videos, people, from 2020. Yeah. And because, you know, every now and then I get down there and I show you, right? And we could talk about it. Maybe I know I had honey in there more than what I had. I know I had salmon in there. More than likely sockeye salmons, right? Well, it's not fair. It's not fair that shit's happening. And that salmon is so good. So, honestly, I am so impressed with that salmon. While I can still see, right? It would be, now I got lots of salmon in the house, so I'm not too worried about it, but I'm wondering if Canadian Superstore still has their salmon at $3 a pound. Yeah, because if they've got their pink salmon at $3 a pound, they come in frozen, and they come in nice, and they cut nice when they're semi-frozen, and they jar up nice. Honestly, I should probably can another 24 more jars, at least. Yeah, at $3 a pound? Fucking right. Because that's so good. Now, I don't smell anything bad here. I smell a little bit of turkey fat, if you know what that smells like. I do, because I render it, right? I like my, what are those cracklings? I don't care if it's turkey crackling, chicken crackling, pork crackling, beef crackling. I'll eat it all. Right? It kind of smells like a little bit of a crackling, right? With turkey, right? So that's good. So, yeah. Now, the question is, am I going to need more of this grease before I put it in the fridge? It's hard to say. And then after this meat's fried, then we're going to, I guess, cook up this chicken. That Andre also took out. And that's when we had that Hello Fresh. 100% Canadian. Raised without use of antibiotics. It's a chicken breast. I'm just going to use the same frying pan after the fact as is. So when I'm ready to open it, I'm just going to cut it and slide it right into the pan. I haven't had a piece of meat like this, honestly, for years. I buy it I grind it up. I freeze it that way. I can it chopped up. But I haven't done it like this in years. So that's a real treat for me. Yeah. And a little fat around it. Oh yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll come back. It doesn't look like I'm going to need too much more of this fat. Looks like it's going to go a long way. There's another jar somewhere around. Now I should have a whole whack of these downstairs in that little cupboard. I didn't look, because, you know, I looked, but I seen a few in there, because obviously I got one out of there. But how many's left in there, people? I don't know. Like, my question is, where's it going? Like, where did it go? Like, I'm looking for my heater. I bought a stand-up heater. I paid $150 for it off of Craigslist. It's really good because sometimes it gets really fucking cold up here and I have to bring it, or the furnace breaks, you know, right? And the landlord can't get the furnace guy till the next day. I mean, that's my fucking heater. Do you think I can find it right now downstairs? No, I cannot. And like whatever was in there, I could probably figure it out. I mean, I know basically what was in there, but I could probably go into my old videos and kind of get an idea of what was in there better than just going on memory. But, you know, like one whole shelf was completely switched around. Like completely switched around. The tomatoes don't belong in there. Never did. Some honey, I think, is missing. Whatever the jars of the honey was sitting on is missing. Just, I don't get it. Like, where does it go? Like, where's it going? It's not right. Okay, I want to make gravy. That's what I want. It's gravy. Is this still recording? Yeah. It's so good. Oh my god. I like beef fat. I just wanted to show you that turkey fat's doing really, really good. Oh, it's so good too. You can't imagine. Oh my god. I'm not very organized in here. So now I'm just going to cut this. And honestly, I'm not even really frying this on high, per se. I bet you could, after this fries, you could probably just let that grease stay in the pan and use it again tomorrow with eggs or something like that. Yeah. I need you to help me. So I'm just going to take a plate, put it over the fish, and that's going in the fridge. And that's for tomorrow. Whatever I do with it, whether it's salad, maybe on top of salad, or maybe it might be a sandwich. I don't know if we have bread though. And what do you call it? Potato burgers. Okay, so this gravy that I made is kind of thick. So in a situation like that, you can take your beet juice after it's been cooked. I'm sorry, beans. Can you see how warm this is? If it's ready to go in the fridge, put it someplace. It's that salmon. I'm going to use some of that juice because I made the gravy too thick.
Too warm.
Huh?
It's Too warm.
What?
It's too warm.
Wow. This kitchen's too small. I need to put lids on everything. Well, it's hot. Get out of here, cat. Go away. I'm just going to cut these up. Try to anyway. Honestly, I didn't really like Hello Fresh food. Look what's coming out of this chicken fat. I mean, chicken breast. Look what's coming out of it. What is that, people? You see what's coming out of that chicken breast? It's in slices. What do you think? I don't know. Oh, I guess I should put some seasoning salt on it if I can find it. Now I know chicken does that, but and it was frozen. But in war times, you're not going to complain, right? Not that we're in war yet. There should be another big frying pan lid. I don't know where it went.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Can I go on Discord with Jude?
Pardon me?
Can I go on Discord with Jude?
No, I think you've had enough time on the fucking Nintendo, okay?
I said Discord.
Same thing.
Not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Why don't you help with this stuff? Grab up the dirty dishes because you're not going to be here tomorrow.
No.
You've been on a Nintendo all day.
I have my game on pause.
Okay, get snotty with me. Walk away with an attitude and see how far you get with it. That's what I have to put up with. And then I take away the Nintendo. And then all of a sudden he's on his best behavior. Making promises to me that he can't keep. You know, you give them that inch and they go for the freaking mile, right? It's pathetic. I didn't have to cook this tonight. I'm tired. I got a freaking headache, man. That's alright. That'll work. With the potatoes. Oh, yeah. This is where I can't really see, eh? Oftentimes I end up burning it because I can't see, right? All right. Okay, this salmon can go in the fridge now. You can deal with the plates here in terms of I would like some cups with milk. We don't even have cups, so I don't know. There's the beef. Oh, it's so good. It's a little runny, but that's okay. It's bloody. I like it like that. This beef is medium rare. Okay, you can see. Remember I told you, what did I tell you about that? Come here, look at it. What did I tell you about beef? When it's in a steak.
Can I cook mine a little bit longer? That piece?
If you want to, but what did I tell you?
Okay. Well,
What did I tell you?
I'll just have to cook mine.
I understand that, but what did I tell you?
It's fine.
Yeah, it is fine.
I know, I just don't like blood.
Because it's a steak, right?
No, because I just don't like blood. I don't like seeing blood.
Huh?
I don't like seeing blood.
Did you put the chicken away? I mean the salmon?
No.
Okay, well, I'd like a glass of milk, so I don't know. You need to wash some cups or something.
Yeah, I don't know the one that uses everything for coffee. For coffee.
Okay, so how raw is this? I can't see it. Can you come tell me?
I'm right there.
It's not that raw. Doesn't look that red.
Yeah, why is it so bloody? Or is that just juice?
Well, it's not well done, that's why.
Okay, well, can I have my piece well done?
Well, you can try it after. You want to get something different from this? This one you want to make sure it's cooked right through, right? Because it's turkey or chicken or something. Can't have no blood in it. It's just to put that in there. Well, I suppose we could put it on here. I like my beef. That's so good, man. I can't tell if it's done. So maybe stand here for a few minutes. Okay.
And clean up the living room, like you said.
Well, no, not now. You can get ready to make some plates here. Get some cups. I need Andre, I'm so tired. I spent 3 fucking days downstairs. Okay.
Yeah, I spent 3 days up here.
Yeah, exactly. You had plenty of time to clean the.
And I did.
No, then come and carry on in here. Then help me out.
I'm getting the bottles. There's not that much.
Oh yeah, okay.
I already gathered them up.
Sure, smarty pants. I'll have to take it away from him, people. That's the only way. He shows off with his friends. They all think they're little adults. So that's it. All it needs is some pepper.